Have you ever felt depleted from the relentless pursuit of others' approval? Have you ever compared yourself to others, neglecting your inherent worth? In today's clamorous world, we are easily ensnared by unseen pressures, societal expectations, judgmental gazes, and superfluous praise or criticism. However, true serenity is not found in external validation, but in self-mastery and living authentically. Focus on your inner self. Disregard the inconsequential, and let your actions speak volumes. This video will present powerful principles to master your life, rediscover inner peace, and cultivate inner strength. Embark on this transformative journey now. 1. Rediscover self-love. Modern society often elevates romantic love to the pinnacle of happiness. Fairy tales, films, and social media are replete with images of idealized couples, leading many to believe that happiness is contingent upon romantic relationships. However, Stoic philosophy offers a contrasting perspective. Happiness is not dependent on others but originates from within. Self-love redefined. Self-love is not arrogance or selfishness, but rather self-awareness, appreciation, and respect. It entails accepting both strengths and weaknesses, acknowledging flaws without allowing them to diminish self-worth. True self-love eliminates the need for external validation or affection to feel valuable. Why do we lose self-love? External pressures. Constant self-comparison fosters feelings of inadequacy. Value derived from romantic relationships. Many mistakenly equate romantic love with self-worth, leading to unhealthy dependence. Negative experiences, past trauma, rejection, and romantic failures erode self-belief. Rediscovering self-love, a comprehensive approach. Reframing happiness. Understanding that happiness is not externally sourced but intrinsically generated is paramount. Focus should shift from passively awaiting external validation to actively cultivating internal well-being through self-improvement. This proactive approach fosters a sense of self-reliance and resilience, independent of external relationships. Embracing imperfection. The acknowledgement of inherent imperfections is crucial for genuine self-acceptance. Instead of self-criticism, individuals should cultivate self-compassion, treating themselves with the same kindness, understanding, and empathy they would extend to a cherished friend. This fosters a positive self-image and reduces self-deprecating tendencies. Transcending the void. The pursuit of love solely to fill a void stemming from self-loathing is counterproductive. Self-love empowers individuals to engage in relationships based on genuine desire and mutual respect, rather than desperate need. This approach promotes the formation of healthy, fulfilling relationships, minimizing the risk of codependency and toxic dynamics. Appreciating life's nuances. Happiness is not solely derived from significant life events, but also from the accumulation of smaller, positive experiences. Cultivating an appreciation for simple pleasures, a tranquil morning, an engaging book, a sunset stroll, fosters a sense of contentment and gratitude, demonstrating that happiness is readily accessible, irrespective of external circumstances. Extending the embrace. Genuine self-love is not self-centered. It fosters outward compassion and generosity. This involves actively caring for others, performing acts of kindness, and participating in meaningful community engagement. Such actions not only benefit others but also reinforce the individual's sense of purpose and fulfillment, further enriching their self-love. Self-love cultivates psychological resilience, rendering one less susceptible to the negativity and criticisms of others. It fosters independent happiness, eliminating the need for external validation to feel fulfilled or worthy. Furthermore, prioritizing self-love leads to the cultivation of healthier, more fulfilling relationships. By eschewing codependency, individuals are empowered to choose relationships based on genuine compatibility and mutual respect, rather than settling for relationships born out of a need for validation or reliance. Ultimately, embracing self-love unlocks a profound sense of freedom and inner peace. Unburdened by the constant pursuit of external approval, individuals are liberated to live authentically and pursue their own aspirations without the constraints of seeking validation from others. 2. Find solace in solitude and the passage of time. In contemporary society, loneliness is often perceived negatively, associated with sadness, isolation, or relational failure. However, Stoic philosophy asserts that loneliness is not inherently undesirable, provided it is leveraged for self-reflection. Indeed, numerous prominent figures and philosophers have discovered wisdom and tranquility within solitary moments. Many fear loneliness due to several factors. Social media bombardment with images of others enjoying fulfilling social lives fosters feelings of inadequacy in those who are alone. Social comparison subconsciously leads individuals to equate self-worth with the quantity and quality of their relationships. Finally, solitude necessitates confronting one's inner thoughts, a prospect many find daunting. Loneliness, burden or blessing. The distinction between loneliness and solitude is crucial. Loneliness is the painful sensation of lacking connection, a yearning for interaction unmet. Solitude, conversely, is the conscious choice to embrace time alone for personal growth. The benefits of solitude are demonstrably significant. It fosters self-awareness, clarifying one's priorities. It provides the necessary space for creativity, introspection, and intellectual development. Finally, solitude cultivates self-reliance, eliminating dependence on external validation for happiness. Time, a precious asset easily squandered. Time constitutes humanity's most valuable asset, yet the vast majority squander it without conscious awareness. As the philosopher Seneca astutely observed, it is not that we have too little time, but that we lose too much. The prevalent methods by which individuals dissipate this irreplaceable resource are numerous and demonstrably detrimental. Consider, for instance, the countless hours devoted to aimless scrolling through social media platforms, yielding negligible returns on the investment of time. Further contributing to this pervasive inefficiency is the engagement in unproductive and often negative conversations, dialogues that drain energy and yield no tangible benefit. Finally, the relentless pursuit of external validation, the prioritization of others' expectations above one's own well-being, represents a significant and often overlooked form of temporal profligacy. The cumulative effect of these behaviors is a life lived in a state of chronic temporal insolvency. A life impoverished not by a lack of time, but by a profound failure to manage and utilize it effectively. Mastering time to find serenity. 5.1. Morning. Begin with mindfulness instead of rushing to check your phone upon waking. Dedicate a few minutes to reflection. What do you truly want to accomplish today? What is truly important to you? This practice prevents you from being swept away by trivial matters and maintains focus on meaningful pursuits. 5.2. Leverage solitude for self-development rather than viewing solitude as a void to be filled. Consider it an opportunity for personal growth. Activities that foster self-reflection include reading, journaling, and introspection. Learn a new skill or pursue personal interests. Spend time in nature to reconnect with yourself. 5.3. Apply disciplined time management. Marcus Aurelius stated, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more tranquil solitude than in his own soul." Ask yourself, are my current activities truly significant? Am I in control of my time? Or am I allowing it to be wasted on meaningless pursuits? Illustrative narrative. An individual's rediscovery of self through solitude. Consider a young person consistently conforming to parental, professional, and societal expectations. One day, she embarks on a solitary journey into nature. Within the tranquility and solitude, a realization dawns. She has prioritized others, neglecting her true passions. She had never afforded herself the time for genuine introspection. Following this journey, she no longer fears solitude. Instead, she views it as a companion facilitating self-connection. Cultivate acceptance and appreciation of solitude. Cease attempting to fill the void with meaningless pursuits. Dedicate quality time to self-reflection and personal growth. Understand that tranquility stems not from external sources, but from self-acceptance and self-love. 3. Cultivating strength through self-reliance. Self-reliance is the capacity to maintain one's independence and stability in life without excessive dependence on others. Modern society fosters comparison, validation seeking, and external reliance, thereby undermining self-sufficiency. Stoic philosophy asserts that self-reliance forms the bedrock of inner strength and tranquility. Why do many individuals rely on external validation? The pursuit of affirmation, Many believe their self-worth hinges on external praise and recognition. The fear of failure, they avoid independent challenges, consistently seeking external assistance. A lack of self-belief. Some individuals lack faith in their problem-solving abilities, perpetually relying on others for solutions. The consequence: this dependence creates a cycle of reliance, hindering independent decision-making and self-governance. Self-reliance is paramount for several compelling reasons. It fosters inner stability, rendering one impervious to external pressures and the opinions of others. Furthermore, it cultivates resilience. Learning to navigate challenges independently builds confidence and the capacity to overcome adversity. Finally, self-reliance ensures autonomy, free from dependence. Individuals can live authentically, adhering to their values and principles. Consider this illustration: an individual facing job loss and lacking alternative income streams. A self-reliant person would proactively adapt, acquire new skills, and actively seek opportunities. Conversely, a dependent individual might succumb to panic, passively await assistance, or resort to blaming external factors. Building self-reliance. A practical guide. Confronting challenges independently. Avoid expecting others to solve your problems. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, can I resolve this independently? What skills can I acquire to handle this? Am I avoiding this issue due to fear? Practical exercise. Next time you encounter a difficulty, attempt to resolve it before seeking assistance. Aim to independently resolve at least one minor problem daily. Cultivating self-belief. Many fail not due to lack of ability, but insufficient self-belief. Confidence stems from self-reliance and consistent practice. Stoic mindset. Marcus Aurelius stated, "You have within you the strength to face whatever happens to you." Believing in your problem-solving capabilities diminishes fear and dependence. Real-world example. A student relying on peers for group assignments. By independently researching and completing the work, they gain confidence and self-sufficiency. Managing personal finances. Financial independence is crucial for self-reliance. Lack of financial autonomy leads to external control, be it familial, corporate, or societal. Practical exercise. Record daily income and expenses to understand your finances. Establish a monthly savings goal, however small, to build an independent foundation. Real-world example. Individuals financially dependent on families struggle with independent decision-making due to fear of losing support. Financial autonomy empowers individuals to make life choices free from external pressure. Transcending external validation. Excessive concern for others' opinions restricts freedom. Self-reliant individuals do not seek external validation. Their self-worth derives from their accomplishments, not external approval. Real-world example. A dependent individual constantly adapts to please others. A self-reliant individual acts according to their convictions, regardless of external support. Practical exercise. Make a significant decision without seeking prior consultation. Learn to act correctly even without external praise. Cultivating solitude for independence. Many struggle with solitude due to ingrained dependence. Inability to enjoy solitude leads to seeking external validation to fill a void. Dedicate time to personal pursuits without external company, solo walks, skill development, meditation, and self-reflection. Real-world example. An individual requiring company for enjoyment can dedicate a day to personal hobbies without external companionship. The advantages of self-reliance are numerous. You assume complete control over your life, free from dependence on others. External manipulation is rendered ineffective as your self-worth is intrinsic. You exhibit greater resilience in the face of adversity, confident in your problem-solving abilities. True freedom is realized through independent decision-making, unburdened by fear. 4. Master the art of confidently saying no. Why is saying no so difficult? Many struggle to refuse requests, even when those requests conflict with their desires or best interests. Several common reasons contribute to this reluctance. Fear of displeasing others. Individuals often fear negative repercussions such as sadness, anger, or disapproval from refusing a request. This concern is particularly acute in close relationships or professional settings, where maintaining harmony is prioritized. The desire for acceptance and approval. Humans inherently seek social validation. Agreeing fosters a sense of belonging and acceptance. However, consistent acquiescence can lead to exploitation and self-respect erosion. Lack of self-advocacy. The absence of clear boundaries facilitates the acceptance of unnecessary demands. Some underestimate their right to refuse, resulting in the acceptance of detrimental obligations. Consequences. Continuously saying yes without consideration leads to loss of personal time and energy, exhaustion from undertaking unwanted tasks, increased susceptibility to manipulation and exploitation. Why saying no is crucial. Refusing requests incompatible with one's values affirms personal integrity. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, advised, ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? If the answer is no, refusal is justified without guilt. Saying yes to unimportant requests depletes time and energy needed for priorities. Refusing the inconsequential is, in effect, prioritizing oneself. Individuals who confidently assert boundaries command greater respect. Clear boundaries foster understanding and acceptance from those who genuinely value the relationship. For instance, consistently assisting a colleague with neglected tasks establishes an expectation of continued assistance. Refusal, however, encourages self-reliance. Confidently saying no, learning to decline requests doesn't equate to rudeness or apathy, rather, it involves mastering the art of delivering a polite yet firm refusal. Employ decisive language, avoid ambiguity and excessive justification. Be concise, clear, and assertive in conveying your decision. Example. Avoid, I'm not sure, maybe I can't help, but let me see. Instead, thank you for asking, but I'm unable to assist you this time. Avoid over-explanation when declining. You needn't provide detailed reasons or excuses. Excessive explanation may invite attempts to persuade you otherwise. Example. I can't help you because I'm incredibly busy with work, family responsibilities, and numerous other commitments. I'm sorry, but I'm unable to help on this occasion. Offer an alternative solution, if appropriate, in certain situations. Suggesting an alternative can help maintain positive relationships. Example. I can't assist you today, but I could help next week if needed. I'm unable to attend this event, but you could ask X. They might be better suited to assist. Project confident body language. Effective refusal stems not only from words but also from your demeanor. Maintain upright posture and make eye contact. Speak clearly and avoid hesitant or stammering speech. Refrain from excessive smiling or displaying hesitant body language. Practical example. A salesperson attempts to persuade you to purchase an unnecessary product. Hesitantly lowering your head and offering a strained smile will encourage further persuasion. Maintaining a firm stance and stating, thank you, but I'm not interested, with assertive confidence, will convey your disinterest effectively. When should you say, no? When a request conflicts with your values. Decisively refuse any request that violates your principles. For example, if a colleague asks you to conceal a work error, firmly say, no. This protects your integrity and demonstrates honesty and principle. When it impacts your health and well-being, do not agree to anything that causes undue stress, exhaustion, or consumes valuable time. For example, if someone repeatedly requests assistance without reciprocation or gratitude, establish clear boundaries. When it is not your responsibility, do not accept responsibilities belonging to others. For example, if a colleague consistently asks you to complete their work, assert, I believe this is your responsibility, and you should complete it yourself. 5. Prioritize holistic self-care. Self-care. Necessity, not luxury. In contemporary society, self-care is often misconstrued as a luxury, accessible only to those with ample time and resources. However, self-care is not a selfish act, rather, it represents self-respect and is essential for maintaining physical, mental, and emotional well-being. The Stoic philosophy underscores this. Seneca's assertion, you cannot control the external world, but you can always control how you treat yourself, highlights that self-care reflects one's inherent self-worth. Why do many neglect self-care? Overwhelming work and responsibilities leave many feeling perpetually time-constrained. Guilt often prevents individuals from prioritizing self-care, particularly those with families or significant caregiving duties. A pervasive undervaluing of self-care leads to a focus on work, financial security, or the needs of others, to the detriment of personal well-being. The consequences of neglecting self-care are significant: burnout, chronic stress, and life imbalance. Physical and mental health deteriorates, resulting in a profound disconnection from oneself. Self-care, a holistic approach to well-being. Self-care transcends mere physical maintenance. It fundamentally involves nurturing mental and emotional well-being. A holistic approach necessitates a concerted effort across these three crucial dimensions. Mental well-being, cultivating inner peace. Significance. A mind overwhelmed by stress, anxiety, and negativity undermines overall health. Regardless of physical condition, robust mental fortitude empowers decisive action, sustained energy, and focused attention. Implementation strategies. Mindfulness and reflection. Dedicate time for introspection and tranquility. Morning or evening, engage in deep breathing exercises, meditation, or journaling. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This dedicated time fosters detachment from external pressures and promotes self-connection. Managing negative thought patterns. Actively challenge negative thoughts. Ask yourself, will this truly matter in 5 years? Focus on controllable aspects of your life, rather than dwelling on uncontrollable circumstances. Cultivating positive relationships. Minimize contact with individuals and environments that foster negativity. Surround yourself with supportive and inspiring relationships that uplift and encourage personal growth. Emotional well-being. Understanding and accepting the self. Significance. Suppressed emotions contribute to stress, anxiety, and potential health problems. Emotional intelligence, understanding and managing emotions, is crucial for maintaining life balance. Implementation strategies. Emotional awareness and validation. Acknowledge and accept your emotions. When experiencing sadness, anger, or anxiety, don't ignore them. Instead, inquire, why am I feeling this way? What lesson can I learn from this experience? Emotional regulation. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses. In challenging situations, strive for calm, objective consideration rather than impulsive negative reactions. Engaging in pleasurable activities. Engage in activities that promote emotional release and well-being. This could include listening to music, engaging in artistic pursuits, exercising, or reading. Any activity that facilitates healthy emotional processing. Physical well-being, building a strong foundation. Significance. The body serves as the vessel for the mind and spirit. Neglecting physical health compromises mental clarity and overall well-being. Implementation strategies. Nutritious diet. Prioritize a balanced diet rich in whole foods, minimizing processed foods and fast food. Consistent nourishment provides sustained energy levels throughout the day. Regular exercise. Allocate at least 30 minutes of daily physical activity to improve mood, increase energy, and maintain physical health. This could involve walking, yoga, weight training, or any activity you find enjoyable. Adequate sleep. Sleep deprivation negatively impacts both physical and mental health, affecting mood, focus, and emotional regulation. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep nightly to allow for complete physical and mental restoration. External and internal care. Cultivating a positive self-image. Its importance is undeniable. A neat and clean appearance fosters self-confidence and projects a positive image to others. While adhering to unrealistic beauty standards is unnecessary, maintaining proper self-care is essential. Effective strategies include practicing simple yet effective skincare and haircare routines, cleansing, moisturizing, and protecting skin from sun exposure. Maintaining neat and clean hair for a refreshed appearance. Selecting attire appropriate for the context and personal style. Dressing neatly demonstrates self-respect and respect for others. And maintaining positive posture and body language, confident posture. Eye contact and demeanor command respect. 6. Mastering personal finance, a strategic approach. Effective personal financial management is crucial. While money may not buy happiness, its management significantly impacts life's freedom and peace of mind. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that true freedom lies not in accumulating wealth, but in controlling one's desires. As Epictetus stated, it is not the amount of possessions you own, but the fewness of your wants that constitutes wealth. Poor financial management can lead to debt, stress, and a lack of control, regardless of income level. Conversely, sound financial management cultivates freedom from debt and financial anxieties, providing security against unexpected expenses and empowering you to utilize your finances effectively, rather than being controlled by them. Common financial management mistakes. Many individuals become trapped in a cycle of financial instability due to the following errors: uncontrolled spending, emotional spending. Many individuals make purchases solely for emotional gratification or stress relief. Unplanned spending. A lack of a clear budget leads to funds being spent without purpose. Practical example: receiving a salary and immediately purchasing unnecessary items, only to realize a shortage of funds for essential expenses mid-month. Lack of emergency funds. Absence of savings for emergencies such as job loss, illness, or home repairs. This results in financial stress and necessitates borrowing during difficult times. Practical example: unexpected vehicle repairs or illness without savings necessitates high-interest borrowing. Living beyond one's means. Spending exceeds earnings, resulting in debt accumulation. Uncontrolled credit card usage creates long-term financial pressure. Practical example: purchasing a new phone on credit despite lacking a genuine need, leading to monthly repayment pressure. Failure to invest for financial growth. Saving without investing leads to devaluation of funds over time. A lack of financial education results in missed opportunities for increased income. Practical example: depositing all savings without investment leads to devaluation due to inflation. Mastering personal finance. A strategic approach. Constructing a personal budget. The initial step in controlling finances is understanding your spending habits. Budgeting prevents wasteful expenditure and facilitates clear financial planning. Implementation. Record all monthly income and expenses. Allocate spending using the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for essential needs, food, housing, utilities, etc. 30% for wants, travel, entertainment, etc. and 20% for savings and investments. Practical example: with a monthly income of $10, allocate $5 for living expenses, $3 for discretionary spending, and $2 for savings or investments. Establishing an emergency fund. An emergency fund mitigates unexpected financial situations. Eliminating the need for borrowing. Maintain at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in this fund. Implementation. Allocate 10% of your monthly income to build your emergency fund. Deposit this amount into a high liquidity savings account or investment fund. Practical example: with monthly living expenses of $8, maintain a minimum of $24.48 in your emergency fund. Cultivating prudent spending habits. Before any purchase, ask: is this truly necessary? Will foregoing this purchase significantly impact my life? Embrace mindful consumption and reject materialism. Implementation. Prioritize experiences over material possessions. Invest in self-improvement, books, education, travel, rather than impulsive shopping. Avoid emotional spending. Implement a 24 to 48 hour waiting period before purchasing expensive items. Practical example: an individual habitually online shops when feeling down. A 48-hour waiting period would reveal the unnecessary nature of many purchases. Investing for growth. Savings alone are insufficient. Investment is crucial for wealth accumulation and diversification of income streams. Implementation. Research diverse investment vehicles, stocks, real estate, ETFs, gold, cryptocurrency, etc. Invest in personal development. Acquire new skills and enhance your expertise to increase earning potential. Practical example: monthly investments of $1 in stocks or ETFs, with an average annual return of 10% over 10 years, could accumulate over $200. Maintaining financial discipline. Personal finance transcends mere monetary management, it demands a disciplined mindset. High income without controlled spending can still lead to financial instability. Implementation. Establish clear financial goals, homeownership, early retirement, specific investments. Learn from successful financial managers. Cultivate sound financial habits proactively. Practical example. A financially disciplined individual meticulously plans spending, investments, and maintains strict financial control, avoiding impulsive expenditures. 7. Maintaining dignity in relationships. Maintaining dignity in relationships. Why it matters. Dignity is a core value that underpins self-respect and earns the respect of others. In all relationships, familial, romantic, professional, and social, a lack of self-dignity leaves one vulnerable to manipulation and exploitation. Self-sacrifice to please others, and entrapment in unhealthy, toxic relationships. The Stoic philosophy on dignity, as exemplified by Marcus Aurelius's maxim, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good person is." B1 emphasizes self-cultivation over seeking external validation. Upholding one's dignity not only fosters self-respect but also commands the respect of others. Several indicators reveal a decline in self-respect within relationships, often unnoticed by individuals. These include continuously striving to please others, sacrificing personal needs to appease others, fearing rejection or relationship loss, and consequently agreeing to requests despite personal reservations. For example, consistently acquiescing to the demands of friends or colleagues, even if detrimental. Secondly, enduring harmful relationships, tolerating mistreatment due to fear of loneliness, and justifying others' negative behaviors. For instance, remaining in a relationship characterized by criticism and disregard, fearing the loss of the partner. Finally, allowing others to control one's emotions, experiencing elation from praise and dejection from criticism, and basing self-worth on external validation. For example, feeling anxious and self-doubt after being ignored, rather than recognizing the inherent value independent of external affirmation. Maintaining dignity in relationships. Dignity is not arrogance or aloofness, but knowing your worth and refusing to compromise it for others' approval. Setting clear boundaries. Without boundaries, others will overstep and disrespect you. Ask yourself, what is acceptable and unacceptable in my relationships? Implementation. Confidently say, no. Do not tolerate consistent belittling. Practical example. If a colleague constantly offloads their work, state clearly, I have my own workload and cannot take on additional responsibilities. Avoiding the need for external validation. You do not require others' approval to possess value. Excessive validation seeking diminishes dignity. Implementation. Trust in yourself rather than seeking external confirmation. Focus on righteous actions, not praise. Practical example. If a good deed goes unacknowledged, remain content knowing you acted for yourself, not for recognition. Remaining composed during confrontation. No one can harm you unless you permit it. When criticized, remember Epictetus. People can offend you, but only if you believe their words do you truly suffer. Implementation. Do not overreact to insults. Respond calmly or ignore negativity. Practical example. When mocked, instead of anger, say, thank you for your opinion. This demonstrates immunity to their words. Refusing the victim mentality. Dignified individuals do not lament circumstances, they act to change them. Focus on solutions, not complaints. Implementation. If a relationship is unhealthy, leave instead of enduring it. If a job is unsuitable, seek change or self-improvement. Practical example. If a boss is unfair, instead of complaining to colleagues, seek to improve the situation or find better opportunities. Cultivating positive relationships. Your environment significantly impacts your dignity. Prioritize those who respect and inspire you. Implementation. Eliminate toxic or negative relationships. Seek and build relationships with those who share your values. Practical example. A friend who consistently criticizes and exploits you is not worthy of continued association. Maintaining personal integrity commands respect. It fosters self-confidence and a sense of control. It prevents entanglement in negative or toxic relationships. Ultimately, it contributes to a more fulfilling and authentic life. 8. Maintain composure amidst chaos. Maintaining composure is crucial. Life presents numerous unexpected challenges and pressures stemming from professional, familial, and societal domains. While instinctive reactions to adversity often involve anxiety, fear, or anger, resilience is defined not by the absence of problems, but by the ability to remain calm and manage one's responses effectively. Stoic philosophy underscores this. Epictetus asserted, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Marcus Aurelius emphasized, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This highlights our inability to control external circumstances, but our capacity to control our responses. The benefits of composure are demonstrable: improved decision-making, reduced stress and anxiety, enhanced self-confidence and personal control, and a more positive social impact. Understanding the root causes of impatience, before mastering composure. It's crucial to identify the factors that trigger emotional instability. Stress and pressure, confronting deadlines, demanding workloads, or unexpected situations activates the body's fight or flight response. This elevates heart rate, disrupts cognitive function, and increases the likelihood of poor decision-making. Practical example: while driving, encountering a sudden cutoff elicits an instinctive angry response, often manifested in aggressive horn-blowing, negative thinking and fixation on uncontrollables. We often become entangled in anxieties about the future or regrets about the past. Neglecting present circumstances. Attempting to control the uncontrollable inevitably undermines composure. Practical example: following criticism in a meeting, instead of focusing on improvement. Excessive contemplation of others' perceptions leads to demoralization. Emotional reactivity. Negative emotions such as anger, fear, and sadness readily compromise self-control. Provocation frequently results in impulsive, negative reactions. Practical example: a demanding customer's loud complaints may trigger an angry retort, rather than a calm and measured response. Maintaining composure in any circumstance. Focus on what you can control. You cannot control the world, but you can control your response. Ask yourself, what can I do in this situation? Focusing on solutions rather than problems fosters a proactive and calm demeanor. Practical example: stuck in traffic en route to a crucial meeting. Instead of anger, accept the reality. Utilize the time for an audiobook or relaxation, rather than succumbing to frustration. Deep breathing and bodily control. Breath is a powerful tool for maintaining composure under stress. During stressful situations, employ the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds, and exhale slowly for 8 seconds. This slows the heart rate and signals relaxation to the brain. Practical example: when criticized, instead of immediate reaction, take 3 deep breaths before responding. Employ Stoic premeditation, premeditatio malorum. This Stoic technique involves anticipating potential setbacks and mentally preparing for them. Visualize potential difficulties and how you will calmly respond. Practical example: before a significant presentation, consider, what is the worst that could happen? If I forget my lines, how can I improvise? Preparation mitigates anxiety. Pause before reacting. When composure falters, pause before reacting. Techniques for controlling responses include counting to 10 before replying, stepping back to objectively observe the situation, and asking, is my reaction truly necessary? Practical example: when offended, pause and consider whether a response is warranted. Cultivate daily calm. Composure is not innate, it's a cultivated skill. Practice daily meditation for mental control. Exercise to alleviate stress and enhance patience, and spending time in nature for rejuvenation and balance. Practical example: a successful entrepreneur dedicates 15 minutes to morning meditation to maintain composure before commencing the workday. Maintaining composure offers significant advantages. It prevents entanglement in negative situations and unnecessary conflicts. It facilitates sounder decision-making. It cultivates a professional and trustworthy image. It mitigates stress and promotes a more fulfilling life. 9. Actions speak louder than words. The importance of less talk, more action in today's society. Many prioritize words over deeds, making grand promises and plans without tangible action. Stoicism emphasizes action's superiority over words. Words are mere promises, while actions yield concrete results. As Epictetus stated, do not explain your philosophy, embody it. Focus on demonstrating your intentions through action, not excessive talk. The benefits of this approach are clear: increased trustworthiness, avoidance of wasted time on empty rhetoric, enhanced focus leading to tangible results, and the cultivation of a professional and reliable image. Several indicators reveal a tendency towards excessive talk and insufficient action. Many individuals mistakenly believe they are working diligently when, in reality, they primarily discuss intended actions without initiating them. A prevalent characteristic is the consistent articulation of plans without subsequent execution. Individuals may possess numerous ideas and objectives but fail to implement concrete steps towards their achievement. Prioritizing discussion over action. For instance, an individual might frequently mention intentions to exercise, learn a new language, or invest financially, yet remain inactive, failing to enroll in classes or engage in any practical steps. Another indicator is the pursuit of validation prior to action. A reliance on external affirmation, stemming from a fear of failure, precedes any attempt at execution. This manifests as individuals announcing their intention to write a book, for example, while awaiting encouragement before commencing the writing process. Finally, the consistent provision of justifications rather than action is a significant indicator. Instead of acknowledging shortcomings and seeking solutions, individuals offer explanations for inaction. This is exemplified by someone expressing a desire to establish a business while citing insufficient capital, time constraints, or lack of experience as insurmountable obstacles, thereby avoiding the initiation of smaller, manageable steps. Cultivating a less talk, more action mindset. The path to achieving significant results lies not in grand pronouncements, but in consistent, deliberate action. This principle, encapsulated in the less talk, more action philosophy, requires a conscious shift in approach, prioritizing tangible outcomes over verbal declarations. This involves several key strategies. Prioritize action over proclamation. Refrain from extensively detailing your plans before commencing work. Share your progress only when substantial achievements warrant it. Instead of announcing, "I will learn English in 6 months," silently dedicate yourself to the process, demonstrating proficiency through demonstrable improvements in communication skills. Let actions speak louder than words. Exceptional abilities require no self-promotion. They are self-evident through demonstrable competence. A newly hired employee need not proclaim their diligence. Consistent hard work will naturally reveal their dedication to their colleagues. Define actionable goals. Replace vague aspirations like, "I want to succeed," with concrete, actionable steps. Ask yourself, what specific tasks can I undertake today to advance my objectives? Identify the incremental actions that contribute to larger achievements. For instance, aspiring authors should not merely discuss their book ideas. They should commit to writing at least 500 words daily. Minimize social media self-promotion. Many individuals boast about their goals and progress on social media platforms, often without commensurate action. Remember, genuine success rarely requires excessive self-promotion. Instead of announcing, "I'm starting a diet," silently commit to the dietary changes and allow the results to speak for themselves. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Individuals who prioritize talk over action often fear failure, preferring to keep their plans theoretical rather than executing them. Remember, even imperfect action is superior to inaction. An aspiring entrepreneur who fears failure may never begin. A proactive individual will start small, experiment, adapt, and gradually expand their venture. The iterative process of learning from mistakes is crucial for growth and success. This proactive approach fosters resilience and accelerates the learning curve, ultimately leading to more effective and efficient achievement of goals. When should you speak? While the principle of less talk, more action holds significant weight, certain situations necessitate vocalization for enhanced effectiveness. Speak when inspiring others is crucial. Leaders must articulate motivational messages, ensuring actions consistently align with words. Speak when clear communication is essential. In professional settings, unspoken plans hinder team collaboration. Speak when protecting your interests is necessary. Unjust treatment demands assertive articulation of your perspective for self-advocacy. For instance, effective leadership involves not only outlining company objectives but also demonstrating commitment through tangible actions, thereby inspiring employee dedication. The benefits of less talk, more action are undeniable. Others will place greater trust in you. Witnessing your actions align with your words. You will conserve valuable time. Avoiding unproductive conversations. Your focus shifts to tangible results, rather than superficial image building. Ultimately, you will cultivate a stronger sense of self-worth, derived from demonstrable achievements. 10. Experience the tranquility of nature. Humans require connection with nature. Modern lifestyles increasingly alienate individuals from the natural world, immersing them in work, technology, social media, and societal pressures. This disconnect is detrimental. Reconnecting with nature is not merely relaxing but offers profound insights into life and the self. As Marcus Aurelius stated, look at nature, look at the natural law, and you will find the key to life. When you live in harmony with nature, you live in harmony with yourself. Observing the flow of water, falling leaves, or the sunrise reveals the cyclical nature of existence. Nothing is permanent. Life's essence is change, yet order persists. The benefits of connecting with nature are demonstrable: reduced stress and anxiety, improved focus and creativity, enhanced clarity of thought, and a profound sense of peace and well-being. Why are we becoming increasingly detached from nature? Urban lifestyles. The majority of us inhabit densely populated cities where concrete and vehicles have supplanted natural environments. Technological dependence. Individuals dedicate significant time to screens, neglecting opportunities for immersion in nature. Work and societal pressures. Modern life demands relentless productivity, causing individuals to overlook the restorative benefits of time spent in natural settings. For instance, a typical office worker might spend 10 hours daily in front of a computer, followed by further screen time at home. This lifestyle often leads to exhaustion and a lack of motivation. Yet the simple act of a park stroll could significantly replenish energy levels. Lessons from nature. The importance of tranquility. Nature operates without haste or pressure. Trees grow slowly. Rivers flow naturally. Observing nature reveals the unnecessary urgency in human life. Instead of striving for constant control, learn to adapt and grow organically, mirroring the growth of trees and the flow of water. Practical example: when stressed, find solace by a lake or in a quiet forest. Observe how your mind calms. Anxieties diminishing in scale. The virtue of patience. A tree does not grow overnight, it strengthens and endures over time. This illustrates that life's endeavors require patience. Immediate results are unrealistic. Practical example: when pursuing ambitious goals, remember that a tree cannot be forced to grow faster. Persevere and trust the process. The necessity of letting go. Autumnal leaf fall is not a sign of damage, but a necessary release for renewed growth. This teaches us that not everything needs to be retained. Sometimes relinquishing is progress. Practical example: if trapped in an unsuitable relationship or job, learn from nature. Embrace change as essential for growth. Connecting with nature in your daily life. You needn't relocate to a forest or mountain to foster a connection with nature. Simple daily practices suffice. Dedicate daily outdoor time. Allocate at least 15 to 30 minutes each day to outdoor walks. Savor the fresh air, listen to birdsong, and feel the wind. Practical example: instead of scrolling through social media in the morning, walk in a nearby park. Instead of eating lunch at your desk, find an outdoor space. Limit technological dependence. Silence or switch off your phone when outdoors. Devote time to observing nature without distractions. Practical example: designate one day a week for an hour of electronics-free time. Perhaps reading under a tree or listening to the wind. Cultivate plants or maintain a small garden. Nurturing plants fosters an understanding of nature's rhythms and cultivates a sense of connection with life. Gardening also improves air quality and creates a relaxing environment. Practical example: if you live in a city, place several potted plants on your desk or balcony. Utilize nature for contemplation. When feeling overwhelmed, find a tranquil outdoor space for meditation or reflection. This clarifies the mind and reduces stress. Practical example: a successful executive spends weekends hiking or camping, thereby rejuvenating and improving decision-making capabilities. Connecting with nature offers significant benefits. It reduces stress and anxiety, promoting mental clarity. Furthermore, it improves physical health. Walking and breathing fresh air benefit cardiovascular and respiratory systems. Nature fosters a healthy work-life balance. Finally, it cultivates deeper life perspective and acceptance of change. You need not prove your worth to anyone. Self-acceptance, not external validation, is the foundation of fulfillment. By prioritizing self-care, maintaining healthy boundaries, and building your life on your own terms, you will discover that true peace and strength emanate from within. If this video offered a new perspective, share your thoughts below. What steps have you taken to prioritize self-focus and detach from external pressures? Let's inspire each other. Remember to like and subscribe for more insightful content. Silence is not weakness, it is strength. Let your life speak for itself.